Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Budget with Bliss. My name is Katie and this channel is all about keeping myself accountable with my budget and finances by using the cash stuffing method and creating general financial well-being. Hope you're all doing well and hope you're having a lovely day. Today is going to be my count up and condensing video. So once a month after I have cash stuffed for the last week of the month for me, before payday, I will go through all of my binders and go through every envelope, write a list of which categories we've got and how much is in each category, add it all up and see where we are with our savings. So yeah, I'd like to do that every month just to make sure we're on kind of the right track and to see how we're progressing with this method. So I've already gone through some of my accounts that have got obviously some of the money in, and there's some categories that don't have envelopes, but we include it in the count up as well, just so we have a complete picture of what we are doing with our finances and where we're at across the board. So I finally got my little pumpkins out. These are the ones that live in the kitchen, because we've got like a dark blue kind of theme going on with the kitchen. So we've got these like silver little mushroom and they're like dark grey cream, and I love this colour. I'm not quite sure what you'd call it, a grey kind of silver pumpkin. So yeah, they're out today, late with the decorations, but better late than never, right? So last month we were at £21,882.03, which is incredible. So this month I didn't get paid as much as normal. As you may or may not know if you've watched some previous videos, I was underpaid, so not expecting it to go up as much as normal, but hopefully it has gone up. But we have been quite spendy this month, but then we've had things like child benefit come in, and did we cash stuff a YouTube payment as well, I think, at the end of September. So I can't remember if I did that before or after the last count up though. So yeah, hopefully it's gone up in the right direction. I'm hoping to get into the 22,000 kind of category, would be amazing. So yeah, let's get to it. So I'll start off with kind of what we've got in the bank in some of these categories, and we'll kind of go from there. So in the Rockfit account, if you are new to my channel, before I went off to have a baby, I was a instructor for a fitness class called Rockfit, essentially a dance fitness class to rock music, and I do have a pot of money that I've kind of earned from that, and that sits at £786.75. I did spend from it this week. I will go through that in my check-in when I do that, and let you know what we've bought. But yeah, that's where we stand at the end of this month. So there's nothing to go back to the bank, but we will just update the placeholder. I haven't gone past it yet, have I? No. Here, just to make sure that is correct. So 5, 6, 7, 8 will... Yeah, we'll leave it with 800 there. For now. Perfect. And as always, I forget to get the placeholders out every single time I do these videos. That's what drives you guys insane. And I'm so sorry, Sal. They're not in order. I ain't got time for that today. Although, yeah, I understand that is annoying. It is for me to go through them, but never mind. Okay, whilst we are in this binder as well, in the sinking funds, in the gifts account, there's £29. So let's go into here and see what we've got in cash and placeholders. So we've got a £50 placeholder, which obviously is not correct anymore. So if we take 20 back to the bank, that makes 49 in the account. So we'll keep the 50 placeholder, and then £20 in cash. So that'll be 29, 39, 49, 59, 69 pounds in total. So that's where we're ending, and we're taking 20 pounds back to the bank. So I'll put all the money that's going back to the bank into the cash tray here, and then we'll count it up at the end to make sure what I'm tallying as we go along, although I sometimes forget, does match up with what is here in cash. So yeah, we'll get to that as well. Okay, we also have a clothes sinking fund. Is that in this binder? Yes, it is here. So that was at £100. It is at 79 at the moment, but I am due a refund. I can't remember how much that's for. It's going to take it up to nearly £100 again once that comes through. So I'm just going to leave the 100 in there. I'm just going to say 79 is there like that. Yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head. It's only going to be like a few quid off £100. So yeah, we'll leave that as that. Okay. And then we have the effort fund. Again, this doesn't have an envelope, the effort fund. We are doing a challenge to top it up when we kind of get there. So I'll just add that onto the amount here, I guess. So £96 and 7p, because there's just £5 in that challenge for now. So yeah, that's that. My effort fund, if you don't know already, is just a pot of money for frivolous spending whenever something spontaneous and that I kind of want to purchase. Normally it's like gig tickets. Health is not in this binder, but whilst we're here, let's just complete the binder. So we've got pole. So let's add its own category. There is £50 still in the bank. I haven't put that down because I know I didn't spend any of that, so that's fine. So £55 is what we are ending on this month, and we're not going to put a fiver into the bank. We'll wait for that to build up. Very tempted to start going back soon. Feeling very more like me and like I can do a bit more. Although I don't know if anyone else has had this, right? My joints, since having Wraith, are killing me. Like my hips feel like they're going to pop out anytime, and my feet and my knees. I just feel a bit broken. Like when I'm trying to do anything like body weight related, just like getting up off the sofa and stuff. So yeah, I don't know what that's all about. I will speak to the doctors when I see them. Oh, I don't know why I put that in bank. That's not in bank. But yeah, let me know if that's just weird or if anyone else has like had that after having a baby. Okay, so books. Sorry, there was nothing in the bank. I don't know why I wrote that there. I normally wouldn't write that there either, but I think it's the black pen. I normally do this with blue pen, but that's in the other room. I can't be asked to go and get it. So books, yeah, it's just got £10. Miscellaneous has got 5, 10, 15, 25, 45. Yeah. So nothing going back to the bank for that. If it gets to 50, then I'll probably pop that in the bank, I think. Okay, that completes this envelope, doesn't it? Yes. Envelope. Binder. So that is one and done. Let's go up to the next sinking fund binders, because that is where the health envelope lives. And yeah, we spent a bit on that today. I had my flu jab because I'm still expressing. I really want to get those flu antibodies into Wraith. I kind of was like so close to getting it done when I was pregnant, but I was due right at the beginning of September when you're eligible for it, and then I didn't want to be feeling like rough from side effects going into labour, but it is what it is. That cost me £22. Like, I feel like that is an extortionate amount for a flu jab. I feel like the last time I paid for it, it was like a tenner, but I don't know if it's just because it's like a tiny little pharmacy in a village that I went to, and they just feel like they can charge you what they like. I don't know. So home improvements, That's got £45.09 in the bank. So there's £10 there. So that makes 55 and 9 in total. We'll just take £5 back to the bank. I know it seems silly, but £5 back to the bank. And then that means we can keep the 50 placeholder in here. So that makes that correct. Service charge. I'll just leave it as that. So this is fully funded at £170, and that is all in the bank, ready for us to get done in the bum by the service charge company for our estate. Very frustrating, but is what it is. Car maintenance is £500. That sits in the bank as well. That would cover if I had to pay excess on the insurance, because I do drive a company car, so I haven't got any other kind of costs with the car really, other than chucking, well, I was going to say petrol, it's electric, chucking electric into it. So yeah, lucky with that, but it is a big expense, like excess, amount if we do have to pay it. Okay, so health, £71.20 in the bank, so £45 in cash, so 71, 45. Sorry, I do need a calculator for this. So all in total is 116 and 20. So if we put the 40 back, but take back a 10, so we're putting 30 into the bank. Oh, I've done that wrong. There we go. Yeah, that is right. So yeah, 30 is going back to the bank to keep the 100 placeholder in health. So yeah, 115, well, 116, 20 with the odd quids in the account. Emergency fund has got £5,000 in total. I would like to start adding to that. That might be the next kind of goal, maybe a 2026 goal. We'll see. It may not be feasible, but potentially it could be a challenge that we build up slowly with like low numbers, and just top it up bit by bit. So yeah, so that is 5,000 in there. Nothing going back to the bank. Brilliant, another binder done. Okay, where else? Let's go back to the top. The baby fund. So this took me ages to figure out again, because the amount I've got in the baby fund went up this month compared to last month, and I was just thinking, what? How has that happened? It's because we were gifted some money by my dad and stepmom, because they didn't contribute towards like a pram or anything like that, like my mum and that did, and like they did for my brother. They just kind of ran out of time to kind of chip in, so they gave us some cash, which has gone into the baby fund. So that's why it's gone up. They gave us £300. We had 600 and something last month, but we have been quite spendy this month. Bought Wraith quite a lot of clothes. So yeah, that's what's in the bank anyway. We do still obviously have stuff in here in cash. So let's add that up. I'm waffling. Sorry, I've got to fill that little gap there. Okay, so baby fund. Let's check what the placeholders say. So 740 is in the bank. 5650. Okay, so we can increase that. So 740, 50, 60, 50, 60, 75, 85. Okay. We'll just take £10, I think, back to the bank and leave it at 750. That's probably going to be the easiest way to do this. So 740.9 93 plus, what was that, 10, 20, 30, 5, 45, 78593. We also have some challenges that contribute to this, but we will do those separately. Right, there's a 250. Do we have the matching 5? Because I like to be matchy. No. Yes. Lovely. So those placeholders have gone back. So these placeholders, 500, and the 250 makes 750, which represents what's in the bank, plus the extra cash there. If we want to use the cash, we will tap into it. And then we have Baby We're Going Down Swinging. So we'll just add these separately. 10, 20, 35. So that's, none of that's going back to the bank. When it kind of gets to like the £50 threshold, I will take things back to the bank. Rainbow jelly bean jar, although this one I probably won't take back to the bank. Will I wait to finish it? Got ages yet, I think. And I think this is already over 100, so I might, yeah, maybe we will take this back to the bank. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 95, 105, 10, 15. So let's take 100 back to the bank. There we go, and leave 15. Jelly beans, 115, and 100 going back to the bank. Perfect. Okay. So this is 25.35 for the tarot challenge. So we'll leave that as it is. That goes into the maternity pot. Risk the 6 jumbo. Right, if you don't want to know what the total is, then look away. I'm going to count it up now. All right, so we already have 500 in the bank. 520, 40, 60, 80, 600, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 65, 75, 85, 95, 700. So that's another 200, yeah? 25, 35, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. Amazing. So that is in total 700 so far for the rest of the 6. That's amazing. And we're going to take 200 back to bank. So do we have a £200 placeholder? Yes. Oh, and we have that 500 that matches, so let's swap those out. Lovely job. Oh, nice round number. That never normally happens. This one's going to be such a good amount when it's done. Yeah. We've still got maybe a quarter of the way to go to complete that. Okay, same for jumbo, roll and match. If you don't want to know how much it is, look away. I'm just gonna cross those all out, otherwise it will confuse me. Right. So there is 150 in the bank. 20, 40, 60, wait, 150, 170, 190, 210, 25, 35, 45, 55. So 200, no, that can't be right. Is it right? 20, 40, 60, 75, 85, 95, 105. Yeah, all right, 255 in total. All right, so we're putting £100 back to the bank. So my other half just came in to grab a bottle for Wraith. Have we got another? No, right, 100 there, that'll do. So that is 250 in the bank and just £5 left in cash. Lovely job. Okay, and then we have the maternity fund, which is the same as last month, so 5,000, 8,560. 8600. 8,600. What did I say? 8,060? No, 8,600. Nothing going back to the bank for that. Perfect. Oh dear, I can hear her crying. She is a hungry girl, bless her. Okay, so where did we get to? We've done the baby fund. Why did I not write down how much we had in there? Oh, Jesus, Katie. Did I write it somewhere else? No, didn't write it anywhere else. So there's 750, 60, 75, 85. 78593. What donut? Okay, so I've written on here next that we're going to the challenge binder. Even though there's nothing in the bank, I don't know why I wrote it down, but I just thought I'd do. So in here we have, we'll just count it all up in total, 10, 15, 25, 35. We're not going to take any of this back to the bank. So 35 plus 20, 40, 50, 60, 75, 80. Plus 10, 25, 30. And in completed challenges, we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 5, 65, 75, 95, 105, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50. So 150 in there. Spooky Lane. It's got 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45. So that is 340 in total. Brilliant. And we've not finished those challenges yet, so there's still going to be more added to that. Looking forward to getting that reallocated. We don't count the pennies. Ain't got time for that. Okay, so next up is Christmas 2025. We have £961.95 in the bank. That is all fully funded. We're now starting to spend on Christmas. Christmas 2026 is in this binder here. So we have, oh, this money is all over the shop in here. 35 in this challenge. So we'll just add this binder together in total. Oh, did you hear that? That was a train. Oh, sorry, we've got the dishwasher on as well. I don't know if I mentioned that. Obviously you can hear it going in the background. 20, 35 in that challenge as well. That's spooky, they've got the same amount. What's in Boxing Day? 5, 10, 20, 30. Poppin' peppermints. 5, 10 and 30. These have all been quite even with how much is going in each challenge. Crocking around the Christmas tree. Another 30. And the last challenge is look what I've got. Oh, come here. 10, 20, 30, 40. So that is £200 saved for Christmas 2026. None of those challenges are complete, not yet though, so nothing's going back to the bank. Where are we? Christmas 2026. 200. Lovely. And then the rest of the categories are what we've been going through in the binders. So what else have we got left? We have the monthly binder here. So we've only been working on 4 months at the moment, starting with May. I don't know whether or not to put this in the bank. I said I'd keep it as cash, but it seems silly when I could just earn a bit of interest. I'm not going to use it till next year. 20, 45, 55, 65, 75, 80. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. So that's 80. June has got 10, 20, 30, 40, 60. Oh dear, my baby is not happy. July has got 10. And August has got 20. So that is 170 in the monthly binder. £170 and nothing going back to the bank. And we have the events and like days out binder here. So cabin break, we finished that in my last cash stuffing. So 10, 20, 30, 45, 50 can go back to the bank. Plus the 50 that's already in the bank leaves £100 for Centre Parks. So we'll keep that challenge in there because we're going to go a second time. And we'll change the 50 to a oneer. We got confirmation today, like via email, that we can start booking our activities and things now, which is super exciting. And obviously getting this money in the bank means that I can like book those things and spend it, which is great. Good timing. Halloween has got 5, 10, 20, 30, 40. Hello. 40 squid. And get your rocks off. It's for a gig, so 10, 25, 5, 10, 15, plus 20 is 35. That is for Bad Omens next month. Bad-O, we'll call it. Anniversary has got 5, 10, 20, 30, 40. Had to count it again because I forgot. I don't know. Honestly, my brain is just awful. Awful at the moment. And then for a holiday we haven't even got planned. We've got 50, 60, 70, 85. Lovely job. Right, is that everything? I think it is. So I feel that's not too much going back to the bank, but yeah, we didn't cash off as much as I would have liked because we didn't get paid so much. So now is crunch time. So I will count up all of these balances here, how much is in each of the envelopes and accounts, and see how much we have saved in total and compare it to August. So I shall speed you up whilst I do this. There we go. So we are at £22,647.69, which is amazing. So well into the 22, which is what I wanted. Lovely. So let's take it off what last month's total was, 21,882.03. So we've gone up by £765.66, which is pretty good when, yeah, you get underpaid. So I'm happy with that, really happy. Obviously we've been quite spendy this month as well. So yeah, super chuffed. Let's count up what we have got, or what we should have in cash, going back to the bank. So 20 plus 30 plus 5 plus 10 plus 100, 200, another 100 and 50. So 515. I'm not going to write it in yet because I did that wrong last month. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 93, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 94, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 505, 10, 15. Perfect. Lovely job. 515 going back to the bank this month, which is fabulous. But yeah, like again, another incredible total. Like this is the most I've ever have saved in my life, even when I was saving for a house. Obviously the focus has been to make sure that we can, well, I can have as much time off work with Wraith over the next year. So that's why I've been super savvy and I guess strict with myself, not spending too much, and yeah, just really laser focused at giving myself as much income as I can so that I can, yeah, have that precious time with her, because I'll never ever get it back. So yeah, I do find it bizarre and like obviously insane really that I watch people like Iris Budgets, and she's someone that I've like looked up to for however many years has been watching YouTube and cash stuffers, and it's always kind of been like I will never get to the same kind of amount of savings that she ever has, like, but hey, look at where we are, like we are there, like more than there, which is insane. But it is all down to this method, and yeah, I say it every time, but staying consistent. If you can keep up with the consistency, keep the same mindset and just keep going, you get there. Slowly but surely. This has obviously been years in the making. It's not happened overnight. I am, yeah, super, I don't know what the word is, but I guess I'm quite disciplined in this now, which is amazing. Yeah, I used to be so bad with money. I used to have loads of credit card debt. Used to use Klarna and things like that for silly things. And now, yeah, just completely changed my mindset, and really grateful for this community and this method, and for everyone who's paved the way, as I always say. But yeah, there we go. Another month, another goal, another total like smash. We keep going up and up, which is fabulous. But I expect it to start coming down from the end of this year, and we will, yeah, just eat into those savings, which is fine. It's what they're there for. But yeah, watch me on the come down as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. If you haven't, please do consider subscribing to my channel, giving this video a like and dropping me a comment below. I'd love to hear about how your budgets are going, and any advice, money, babies, anything, like, let me know. All right, thank you so much. Take care, guys. Bye.